So here we have some umbogo apples. There are about 6 of them. Here we have some indigenous trees that we got from Kenya Forestry. We planted them in containers because we don't have space here, so we want to plant it in another farm. So I don't know which species these are, but I hear they're good. At least I know this one is a cypress tree. This one is familiar, but I'm not sure which. I think it's the one that have this boat-like. I don't know whether to call them fruits. Yeah, but here's some marigold, some African marigold, which I planted. I initially planted the seeds on this container, but I transplanted some, as you can see, right over there. And the few that remained, I left them here, and they're doing well. So these are some sweet pepper. I don't know why. I'm still figuring out why they're not doing so well. These are some long cayenne chili pepper. They're doing so poorly. But I'm yet to figure out why. They were there, but I removed them because I'm assuming it's because of they were too closely spaced. So I've tried to separate them, and I'll see in a few whether that's the problem. Here I have some Hass avocado. This is another one. I planted them in containers because, like I said, with the other trees over there, we don't have space here, so we'll take them to another spot. Here are some indeterminates, my indeterminate tomatoes. I planted them in these plastic paper bags. As you can see, they're about maybe this is the 4th month. They are flowering and fruiting, as you can see. The rest are right there. Here are some the African marigold I was telling you about. As you can see, they've started blooming. So beautiful. It's my first time planting them. Here we have orange, yellow. This is the African marigold of the crackerjack variety, and it's my first time growing flowers. This year I promised myself to add some color into the garden, and so far so good. They're still blooming. All this are yet to bloom, so to be interesting to see. Here's some more sweet pepper, so big. They haven't yet turned red, but oh, I don't think the camera does justice, but here's my hand and it's big. You can see I can't even do a 360 on it. Wow, this is too big. You can harvest them as they are and eat them green, or you can wait for at least 20 days so that they can turn red. Here are my indeterminate tomatoes. They're about, it should be the 4th month. I initially tried growing them in some greenhouse-like structure. If you've been watching my videos, you might have seen it before. But then I noticed that they were just growing tall and their leaves were so soft. So I realized that they weren't getting enough sunlight. Previously I was growing these tomatoes right there at the back. There's some small space there, but they started suffering from early blight, which is a common, notorious fungi that affects tomatoes. So this time around I decided to grow it in this space. As you can see, that's where the morning sun comes from. So at 7 a.m. they start getting the sunlight until to about around 2 p.m. That's about 7 hours, 6-7 hours, and they've been doing good so far. I can see some traces of I'm sure this is early blight. This disease is notorious, but I'm working on applying some organic what do you call neem oil. Neem oil is good, but neem oil is for preventative purposes. So what I'll do, I'll remove this leaves that appear to be infected, and the rest that are good, I'll apply the preventative neem oil. You can also try with baking soda. 1 liter of water, add 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 2 teaspoons of cooking oil, so that when you spray it sticks on the leaves. This will prevent the disease from spreading. But so far they're doing well. As you can see, they're not that far off. Maybe mid next month I should be having my first bite. And these are amazing so far. They're about 30 plants. I know this is an overkill, but I would rather have many than little. So I've tied them down. Everything is thrifty. So there's this structure which is being used for building the house, but currently it's not being used. So I decided to tie some trellis. I've just, as you can see, nothing big. Just added some ropes and guided my tomatoes around it. The only thing I do is I water them, especially this January. Especially for the last 1 week, it's been hot, so I water at least daily. But when it's not that hot, after every 2 days, all I do is to maintain them. Let me look for a tomato that has a sucker. This is a sucker, but this is not a good one. Let me look for a good one. All I do is remove suckers on them. A sucker is any stem that is growing at a 45-degree angle. You see, this is the main stem, and this is the main leaf. So anything that grows at a 45-degree angle is a sucker. So if I don't remove this one will grow like another plant this way, but I don't want them. I want every plant to be trained along this trellis. So all I do after every 2 days is to remove the suckers on the tomato plants and do some more guidance on the rope, and that's it. We have some white flies. I tried spraying pyrethrum, but it works, but I've run out. I'll go get more. No presence of aphids, but so far so good. And that's basically what's growing in my garden. Oh, before I go, we have some we have this grapefruit tree. It's about a year old now. I'm yet to see flowers, maybe mid-year. We have some rosemary. I grew about 50 of them. Actually grew them to show people that it's not really hard to grow them. I'll link a video on how to grow them. And here's some that's some lemongrass right there. So that's it for now. I'll do a much more comprehensive video later, but that's what's growing on at the moment. See you soon. Bye.